What's going on, you bunch of heretics, and welcome to the Heresy Journals. We are back again, another video, I know, but it's finally here. If like me, you've been on the Warhammer community website around about 6 o'clock and you're hitting that refresh button to see what is going on pre-order next week, you'll be glad to know, and you'll have likely seen it, or you've read about it, or seen it on social media, that it is finally here. The Saturnine box set, the Horus Heresy new edition, is here. Now, I won't lie, when I first saw this release, I was a little bit underwhelmed. I was a bit like, this is a bit wacky, it's a bit dorky, I don't like any of this, I don't get it. And then over the past sort of month or so, when all the sort of like people were talking about it, giving their opinions on the whole thing, I came across a few really good points, specifically from over at Tabletop Tactics. And they were talking about the Horus Heresy as a specific war game, a historic war game set in the future, if that makes sense. So a historic war game set in the future based on the game that we know and love. Now, the Horus Heresy is set at a time when it is peak technology. So why wouldn't it would make sense that there should be some really awesome kits. And let's also not forget, this isn't 40k, this is a completely different game. Different rules, different loadouts, it's Space Marines versus Space Marines. So it makes sense that the game needs to look different, and I think the new range that's being brought out definitely does that and sets it aside. Also, what got me looking at it was there's different colour schemes that had been painted in the different colours, and it was actually an Ultramarines Saturnine Terminator that I saw and was like, oh, I really like that. That's actually really cool. And the more we've been talking about it, the classic shoulder pads, a different gaming system, it's really grown on me with all the articles that have come out on the Warcom's website, Warhammer community. They're talking about their technology, what it all is, what it represents, the different colour schemes. I'm really coming around to this. And that Dreadnought, that Saturnine Dreadnought, is bonkers. It's unreal. I mean, it's a chunky boy, that's for sure. And I tell you what, I am coming around to this, and I'm very excited about the new release of the Horus Heresy new edition, the Saturnine box set. And let's not also forget about the value for money that you're getting with this set. I would argue there's probably going to be around about anywhere between £350 to £400 worth of kit, maybe there or thereabouts. When you think that the fact that it's 50 quid for a box of 20 Space Marines and you're getting 40 in this box, that's not even including all the two character models, a gigantic Dreadnought, rulebooks, Terminators, the gun platform. Seriously, this is a lot of money in one box. And the great thing is, this isn't like a limited edition box, this is the next edition of Horus Heresy box set. So it's here for the next 3 years. I'll be honest, I kind of a bit gutted that I didn't get the previous one, but in honesty, I didn't actually like the two sort of like lead praetors that you got in that, if I'm totally honest with you. But this new set, I'm going to go through each of the new things, what I think about it all, why I'm excited about it, and why I'm definitely going to be starting an Ultramarines Horus Heresy army. I've kind of come away from Space Marines a little bit in 40k, because I'm having so much fun with the World Eaters. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I'm having lots of fun with World Eaters at the moment, and I love them to pieces. But anyway, like this box set, Horus Heresy box set, available next weekend for pre-order. Let's quickly just go for it, unless you don't already. But first of all, the Praetor clad in Saturnine, so the Praetor clad in Saturnine Terminator armor. When I first saw this, I generally was just like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. It was comical, it was jokey, and I just didn't get it until I realized and saw that this was a multi-part kit, and there are different alterations that you can build this. And the alternate version where the axe is in his left hand, and you can have the right hand gauntlet like kind of facing up, facing down, more chilled out, different poses. I was honestly just like, yeah, now we're talking. And looking at it in a very clean Ultramarine fashion on the parade, it's gonna look pretty cool. So yeah, big fan of that model, huge, epic, love it. Okay, and the Centurion wearing Mark II, again, really cool model. Probably will end up getting something like some Mark 6 heads, Ultramarine heads for it, to be honest with you. I do like the plume that it has. I'm just not the biggest fan of the world of the visors. However, I think that Centurion looks really cool. Next up, 40 Legionaries in Crusade pattern power armor. Again, really cool miniatures. I definitely prefer those to the Mark 4s. I do like the Mark 6s, but I think that Mark 2 Crusade armor does look really cool. So I'm looking forward to getting 40 of those. Thinking maybe of doing a video for each of the chapters, or the legions, sorry. There's 20 there, why not? The Saturnine Terminators, the options that are available. Remember, this is a multi-part kit as well that's coming with this, so again, talking on value for money, this is going to be a really good box. Yeah, those Terminators, again, when I first saw them, I just thought, like most of us did, this is stupid. What even is this? And now I'm just like, after all the articles, all the different colour schemes that we've seen them in, very, very excited for the Saturnine Terminators. Again, the ridiculously sized Dreadnought, which actually doesn't look disproportionate, looking at some of the other Siege Dreadnoughts. It's almost like Knight-like size, so that's cool. Again, really cool model, absolutely love it. Probably going to be around about 60 to 70 quid, I imagine, on its own. And then obviously you've got your the quad accelerator platform. Again, pretty cool. Gun emplacement. If you're having this as your own army, I think this is quite a cool model. Again, if not, if you were going to do like an armies on parade, having that sat at the back makes like quite a cool centerpiece, or like a good bit of scenery type thing. So yeah, I like it. Then of course you're going to get, and then there's also 2 sets of disintegrator weapons that can be used to turn the legionaries into veterans. So again, there's like so much in this box set that honestly I'm really glad it's here. Then of course you've got like your dice, I'm just looking in there just so I make sure I get this right. Your dice, your templates, your obviously the rule books and stuff, all in there. So again, rule books, dice, templates, 50 miniatures. I mean, genuinely, what a set. And honestly, like, if this is going to be the starter set, I don't know why over time, like, if you had that done, then just get another one and a couple of tanks, and I think you're pretty set. Yeah, this definitely follows the rule of cool, that's for sure. Anyway, it's available next weekend. I've definitely come round to do it, and I'm definitely going to probably do some more videos leading up to when this is released. The models look great. I've definitely come round to them. I'd love to know if you've come round to them. Let me know in the comment section below if at first you thought they were kind of wacky, but have now gone, actually, these are actually really cool. I like these, and I think these are going to fit the Legion, certain Legions better than others perhaps. Definitely for me, this is very much a parade army, so I think they fit the Ultramarines very, very nicely. So yeah, very excited for this. Would love to know what you think this. Are you excited about this pre-release? It's next weekend. What a time to be alive, eh? What a time to be alive. And of course we've got the preview coming up as well. What a month for Warhammer. Oh. Anyway guys, that's me signing off now. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.